came to shooting, we focus. Won't miss, that's culture. Check. Can't break down if we rowling. Won't quit, that's culture. Check. It's a trend, the moment we in motion. Legit, that's culture. Check. Speak loud, no wonder we boating. We lit, that's culture.
What's up, world? What's going on? We're back here, another episode. Been a minute, but we're back here logging in once again on the Zoom because somebody is up north.
Wait, hold on. Don't start that because I was down, ready to come down to Tampa when I was in Florida and you couldn't.
Yeah, go ahead.
See, that's coming at me.
Because you wanted to inform us last minute on some stuff. So
That's coming at me. See, look here.
Don't start. Anyway.
Miles down there being a thug.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. But
yeah, come on, Miles.
I hate you. See, that's why I gotta keep it on track, on topic. And speaking of topic, actually, we obviously the world, y'all know what's going on. We all know what's going on. We let some time pass. We let the internet do their memes and everything. So I think it's time for us now to finally come on. And Will Smith, Chris Rock.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
I'm gonna say it like that. I got a funny joke about it real quick before we go into that. I got a funny joke. There it is. It's one of them drunk boom boom. So it was when I posted, I said, Will actually rocked Chris.
Like Chris got rocked.
Right. Chris got rocked by Will. Chris got rocked by Will.
Yeah.
That's funny, Cam. I don't care what you say. I don't give a damn. That's funny. That's funny.
I didn't say it wasn't funny. Yo,
I don't think it's funny. I think it's just like a coincidence because it's like he got his last name's Rock. You know, he got rocked.
That's what
it was more like a slap, which is like more disrespectful than a punch.
Wait, hold on.
Did you see that?
Is it me? Is it me or did the slap look kind of weird though? The way
it was just like it was an awkward situation. Like for me personally, like I was so shocked that it happened. Like not only because you know it's Will Smith and Chris Rock, we're at the Oscars and like I've been seeing it on Instagram, Twitter, just people talking about it, which makes a lot of sense too. It's like in my opinion, I feel like he basically stole the Black success of that night from what he did, definitely. You know, like, and maybe he didn't really realize what he was doing at the time, but he literally took away that moment for all those Black people because everyone was focused more on what happened with him versus all that Black success that was going on at the Oscars, you know?
Okay, I want to elaborate on what Brooke is talking about because I've had like disputes, should I say, with other people about that in regard. Like I understand, you know, it's representation on TV about Black people. He slapped another Black man. That's what, you know, everybody, at least from what I'm seeing in our community, is really equating that to. But like at some point, we can't just sit there and just say all of this falls back on Black people, just period. Just the whole thing. Oh, it's representing our entire community.
So
look what he did. Like
I'm talking more about like I'm talking more about all the Black successes that happened besides that night. So
no, I know that. Okay. I'm just saying, like, I feel like they letting that just complete, like as you pointed out, just steal from it. But at some point, like in my head, I'm like, look, he as an individual, he just did that himself, and it was more of a poor representation on himself more than anything. I understand some people are like, oh well, there are other people that won and they're not really talking about it because it's the slap heard around the world. Oh Lord. It's like Joe Frazier versus Ali. No, it wasn't. My man just
Joe Frazier versus Ali.
Yeah, like he lost his cool. He went up there and did some old crazy stuff. Like he went up there and slapped that man.
But But the thing behind it is, I get what Brooke is saying. It took away from the real excellence, and it even took away the fact that Will Smith won the award for Best Actor in King Richard, which he deserved. Let me say that first. He deserves it. But it took away that moment too of him winning that award because he just did something ignorant. And in his speech, which was a great speech, he even apologized about it. My thing was the whole thing about it, handle it a certain way. I'm all for if you felt it was disrespectful to your wife, if your wife felt offended or whatnot, cool. Address that at a later time. We are y'all hella grown adults. We're at a live show that the world is watching. So I thought they could have, they're going to see each other in the backstage. They know they got each other's number. Squash it out there, which they did, because Diddy even said they squashed it out. So I was like, Will, you just let your emotions get the best of you. I don't know why.
I saw a tweet on Twitter saying, well, Tony Rock, Chris Rock's brother, said that there was no apology at the after party. That didn't happen.
Oh, well, social media.
And you know what? Everyone's blaming Will, and obviously for his actions, but no one's looking at Jada.
No, go ahead, bro. Please talk. Listen, I was thinking the same way. Go ahead.
Because like the fact that like she's so like I don't understand, like she's just so toxic. She's just like making him and forcing him like out of emotion to do something because she felt some type of way. Like I understand like the alopecia, like yeah, I get that, but like that was talked about, that's been talked about. She even said in an interview she doesn't really care about people talking about her bald head, like she doesn't care about that. So, like why this night, and like knowing at the Oscars you get mad about that and knowing it's probably going to provoke Will. But like, you know, I feel like it's just, this doesn't make any sense. Like this whole thing is just like, why did this even happen? Like what?
Yeah, you about to say something? Because I was
because I agree and say, don't get me wrong. You know, I know a lot of people have exactly what you guys said. They kind of overlook Jada's part in this. But at the same time, as Will Smith, as a man, you were in charge of yourself, bruh. Like you are responsible for yourself. Now, granted, I am not discounting or discrediting Jada's her influence on a lot of this stuff that this man has been going through. I'm not taking that away at all.
Collaborative efforts.
Yeah, it is. But like at the end of the day, ain't nobody made you get up there and go slap that man like that.
He really just slapped him. Like I get it. Chris Rock was out of pocket. He always is. Like that's not like nothing new. He's always out of pocket.
He personally was never one of my favorite comedians. To me, he was always kind of corny. Like, no disrespect, Chris Rock is a great, in itself, but he's not my style of comedian, is what I'll say.
He's always roasting people. It's just jokes about other people. It's never just about like it's just like he's just roasting people, which is okay, but like you're gonna have to receive what you put out there, and it was put out in public, so maybe he needed to get slapped on Will's behalf for him to stop doing that. But like it's like I get Will's part in it, and I get why I don't agree with what he did, but I get why he did that. But like he could have handled that a lot better than how we did, honestly.
Well, obviously he can handle it better, but that's the point right there. First of all, the Jada, we all can say that because Jada put this man through a lot. The round table, the August, even telling the world that he's not good in bed. I was like, oh my gosh, why would you do that personal stuff?
Wait a minute. She said, wait, hold up, Miles.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. She said that.
This man's bedroom performance on the spot. She did that.
And I was like, for August Alsina.
I was like, wow. So, but before that, Chris Rock, and the other part, Chris Rock, we all know is that type of comedian. He kind of can go take things a little further than usual comedians. But hey, that's Chris Rock, and he's a comedian regardless. I think we all know he didn't mean no harm or disrespect to Jada. He said a joke about her back then about the Oscars years ago. But also, this is not a life-threatening disease. I didn't know what she had, and so I found out, I educated myself. It's not a life-threatening health issue that she has. I feel sorry for what she's going through, because I want her to be 100% healthy, but it's not life-threatening to where the point. I understand she as a person, I don't want to say woman, just as a person, I can understand if you have emotion towards it, the joke, and you feel bad about it. But I thought it was just ridiculous at the end of the day. And the fact I want to shine light on Chris Rock, how he handled himself. He handled himself so professional.
He was a little bit choked up a little bit at the end.
But it was so professional.
He was very professional, I will say that.
He made it a joke.
Yeah.
He made it a joke. I was like, wow, you handled that very well. Because think about it. If it was anyone else possibly, I don't know. You walk up and slap somebody like Cam, man to man. If I walked up and slapped you while you're hosting something, how are you going to react? How are you gonna react?
Look, first of all, I'll just leave it as I'm going to defend myself. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to go in expletives. I'm going to defend myself.
See,
Can I put like a different scenario, like a twist? I'm not saying I
Uh-huh.
agree with this, but can I put like a different scenario?
Go ahead,
Like,
go ahead.
because of like going back to like all the success and stuff, like do you think that was staged in a way to take away from the Black success?
The way the slap was, the way
Selfishly, knowing, because like that night was a legit about, I feel like, more for African Americans than anything. And like, do you think that was a selfish move? Like, was it a staged thing to take away from that on the back end of the Oscars, to take away from all the Black excellence?
if Chris Rock, well, first of all, if that was a stage thing to take away from Black excellence, if Chris Rock and Will Smith agree to do it, that's ridiculous. That's right there. You already can say what we can say about that.
Mhm.
But the way he slapped him, I did think it was staged at first. I'm gonna say that.
I thought so. I did at first.
It's
I
like,
did think
for me personally, I would have punched. Like he just, it was just really awkward. Like, knowing you're at the Oscars, knowing you're on TV, and two, there's a bunch of high-end, high-status actors, very high-end actors in there, and they all play parts. So it's just like they can all act. You know, it's like a scene. You know.
But the fact that they were trying to act to take away from excellence, period, not even just Black excellence,
I
excellence.
don't know. I'm
period.
just throwing it out there. As
That,
a,
well, no, I hear that, but that would be utterly ridiculous if that was really something they agreed to.
You know, the crazy thing is, and I understand this, me personally, I get what y'all are saying with the Black excellence thing. I really do, because you know I heard a lot of people talk about that. At some point, because I keep hearing the term over and over again, Black excellence, Black excellence. I love it. I'm, as y'all say, I'm here for it or whatever. But at some point, we should just be making that a standard for ourselves instead of having to reinforce it by using the name so much or the term Black excellence so much. That should be a standard. We should be striving to make that a standard where we don't go no lower to where it don't even have to be publicly recognized. You get what I'm saying?
no, I get
You
that.
work. Yeah, you should be working to make that a standard. Now, granted, we're in a situation where this happens.
We live in
said,
a white world.
yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, I would like for us, even if you're just talking about the Black community, so to speak, like just have that standard to where it don't even need to be said. What they always say, what's understood don't need to be said. So that should just be
what's understood doesn't even explain.
Yeah, like that just needs to be the standard. That's what we need to be going with. It don't need to, oh, Black excellence, you king or queen, act like it, move like it. You know what I'm saying? Just hush to keep it going. But Will Smith taken away from it, I mean, like I said, it's debatable if
Maybe
you want to say
intentionally, unintentionally, but like,
yeah, like
it took away from a lot, just in general, like the whole Oscars period. It just overshadowed a lot of great things that happen in film, you know, and
yeah,
It's the point of, you got to understand where you are in life. I understand they're human. Everyone's human. They have emotions. They are entitled to react how they want to act. We're all humans at the end of the day. But when you reach a certain point in life, you got to understand this comes with this fame and fortune. It comes with it.
Yeah,
I have to hold myself to a certain standard now. I can't be doing this, slapping people on the live screen as much as I'm mad about it. You got to move in a certain way now.
But like, he knew he was on live television. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's just like, you know, and like the fact that he still did it, like that's what's getting me. Even in, you know, because like Chris Rock, it has never changed. I don't know if you follow Marlon Wayans. He posted a video about Shawn Wayans, his brother, doing a whole skit about Chris Rock back in like 2000, about this moment, about him going too far about things. So everyone knows how Chris is. So it's like, for you to actually get up and do that, I get you're making a statement, but it's just like, why? Like, why? You know, that's what I personally don't get. Like why would you even do that? Knowing you're on camera, knowing you're at the Oscars, you know, like why? That's what I want to ask Will. Like, why?
And he gonna say I was defending my wife.
You don't have to do that. Like that still doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, you know.
Say that one more time. Wait, what?
Wait, no.
Like that doesn't make sense. And like, even like, I get he's trying to defend him, but there's other ways to do that. You have to go up on live TV and smack somebody.
Okay, I agree with that.
Like, that doesn't make sense.
Hold up. One thing I wanted to touch on,
Knowing how Chris
is kind of, I guess, in relation to what Brooke is talking about. Hey, you know, at the end of the day, that is that man's wife and all that. I understand, but Will, I'm sorry to tell you, God forgive me. If you go down the street in California and find a pimp, and you ask him what Will should have done in that scenario, you told that pimp all of Jada's history that he's had with Will Smith, and then you get to this one statement that Chris Rock made, and he would be like, and Will asked him, "Hey, who do you think I need to slap? Who do you think that?" And God forgive me, I don't condone no type of domestic violence whatsoever. You get what I'm saying? I don't condone no domestic violence whatsoever or violence, period. But if you ask somebody with a different perspective, that anger was going to be directed at the source that got you in that in the first place.
Yeah, but I would have remorse for more like empathy for Will and Jada if Jada didn't say in an interview, "Oh, like I'm embracing my baldness. I don't care what people think about it," all that kind of stuff, and then you switch up on it at the Oscars and you get mad at Chris Rock for making a joke from what he does. Like I could see Will's actions then and justifying that, but the fact, and she didn't say that, but the fact that she was embracing everything and like she was very open about it, she put that out in public of her disease and everything like that, and she was okay with it, she was fine with it. And if he makes a small little joke, the fact that like Will took it to that level to do that, like I don't know.
I'm telling you, to me, it's a situation where everything that they had played out, everything that they had, and like you said, Miles, you telling me about the red table talk, the stuff that she said, she was really wilding. That let me know she was really talking. Yeah, she was talking out the side of her neck bad. So to me, it's like, hey, my man.
Hey, you know, and it's funny. Like I said, I don't know how true social media is, but they said that Will and Jada are going to address this whole thing also at their red table talk.
I ain't trying to see that.
Hey, wait, hold on. And hold on. Chris Rock's going on tour now, right after the whole thing happened.
See, that is coincidental, and
that's
which makes me
it could be
still think
like it's a game.
It could be staged. Like for all we know, like I'm leaning more towards stage now. Like at first I was like, oh shit, like it's real, but like actually thinking about it, like there has to be a motive behind that, because no way in hell, I don't care. They're all intelligent people. Clearly, they're good at their jobs. They're very intelligent people. The fact that you would do that, like it had to be for a reason, you know.
And you know, on top of that too, I said to myself, I'm like, this is the Oscars. This is where a lot of people, I'm sure they got security. I'm sure they got officers. Where are y'all at?
That's a good question. How did he get on that stage?
And the fact that they let him stay there after and accept the award, and as I'm saying, it has to be staged. There's no way in hell, like if that was really real, that they would do that, you know.
That's a good question. I did not think about that. How did he get on that stage so easily?
Because he really, when you look at the whole video, that man smooth walked.
Because he was laughing and he stopped
that man
so did have that Denzel walk.
Yeah, like he smooth walked up there, unbuttoned the jacket of his suit, then had some old awkward slap, and then semi-pimp walked back to his seat.
Chris Rock didn't even like he didn't do anything. He just like let it. It was
he ate it. He ate it. That thing wasn't a real slap thing because Chris ate that thing. Chris ate it, bro. So
I mean, but you know, I ain't gonna lie, Chris, knowing his mouth and knowing the type of person he is, Miles, I'm sure he didn't been hit before in his lifetime. So I'm sure he could have ate that. He looked like he didn't been hit a few times in his lifetime.
He was like not phased at all. So like either he was just not phased because he's used to it, or like it was staged.
See, man, the whole stage thing is like, okay, y'all are willing to, well, you know what, actually, let me not even say that, because I was getting ready to say y'all are willing to go this far to get your ticket sales up, but then again, you had a boy. No. That's why I said I'm like, I shouldn't even, that shouldn't have even come out my mouth, because we shouldn't be surprised that nobody just, after seeing that whole thing with 6ix9ine, what he was willing to do to get his music out there.
Even going back to Kanye, the whole stuff with Skeet and Pete and stuff, and then right after that, his album dropped and the documentary dropped after that whole publicity stunt that it's all for a reason.
Yeah. They just did history. They did history because even your boy Brooke, even your boy, like it brought me, as soon as that happened, I thought about your boy Kanye, what he did to Taylor Swift. I understand
Woo,
Said he
that
was
was a
defending
moment.
Beyonce, but when he did Taylor Swift, I was like, come on, how are these people just coming on this stage? It just brought that back up to me again. I don't get it. So it's just the fact that I think once again, this is just going to be something that's going to be talked about for a week, and after that, this thing's going to be squashed. They'll bring it
Yeah,
up again if Will and Jada want to address it or Chris Rock wants to address it. But at this point, I'm just like, I'm tired of hearing all the women now with the social media stuff snapping out something. If you ain't gonna slap no one for me, then I'm like, look here. I'm a grown man. If I see someone disrespecting you in a restaurant, I'm gonna kindly go ahead and say, hey, chill out. But I'm not gonna go ahead and put my hands on nobody. One, he lucky Chris ain't put some charges on him because he sure could have.
Listen, if I was Jada, if I was in a situation, I'm not saying I can't really put myself in a situation, but like me personally, how I would have handled it, I would have stopped Will from doing anything stupid. Like, what are you, like, I'd have like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I would have been mad about that because that's on national TV. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing me. Like there was nothing. That's why I feel like this is staged in a way because like it doesn't make any sense.
They say Jada was hood though. That she did try to date Tupac.
Well, look, actually, there's so many ways that this topic has been discussed within our community. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I've taken the time to look at a few platforms. There's a platform where like most Black women have been talking about, oh yeah, a man should be able to do something like that for me, go up and slap somebody or check somebody for me and so on and so forth. Then you got a community of other people saying, oh yeah, this makes the Black community look bad. There's a whole lot. See, this is my problem. This is my problem with our community. We be in such disarray over something so minute. And we get in such a just chaotic. We get chaotic about it, and it go left, right, and people going back and forth. It to me, I'm like, look, the man slapped him. He had no business doing that. In all honesty, and we got to move on from it. We got a lot more pressing issues to be worried about. Remember, hold up, bro. You talking about taking away from the Oscar winners? Didn't the Supreme Court just get Miss Brown in the Supreme Court seat?
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody care about that no more because it's the slap that's heard around the world. Oh Lord, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
All I want to say, I feel like people need to check themselves. Everybody, celebrities, non-celebrities, because for me personally, you have to assess and think to yourself, is this worth it? Like I could see if Chris Rock was in Jada's face, like aggressively in her face, like doing something. Yeah, you can use physical action to get him, but like something over a joke, over words, like I don't think you should be putting your hands on nobody unless they're really violating your wife's space.
We live in a sensitive world once again, so that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I always say, let it have been somebody different up there.
Different as in who? Like
Dave Chappelle, or like or someone like that.
You're saying like in place of Chris Rock, or
just somebody who has the same status as Chris Rock, but a little bit different physically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a Dave Chappelle, like a weigh-in, so someone that can get in your face. DC,
somebody who probably would do something in response to that.
Yeah.
Miles is what I'm saying.
That was a point I said kind of in the beginning. I agree with that, Cam, because if you had I don't know who as a host who they have for award shows, but if there was anybody else, I'm telling you, I don't know how they would react. Like it's just like it because we're human beings. We're taught it's a natural instinct to defend yourself. Like you say, I'm defend myself. What if it's just a natural reaction? Boom, boom. Now we got a whole big old spill on national TV live once again. Oh my gosh, it's the media
doesn't make any sense. It never will make any sense. That's why I feel like at some degree it has to be staged. And if it's not staged, then people need to check themselves before they
Brooke bringing out the 90s, 80s, 90s lingo.
I mean, we're dealing with 80s, 90s mindsets clearly.
I feel you. Look, Miles down there with the crisscross braids in his hair and stuff like that.
Okay.
What? I mean, it was a part of the era, Miles. It was a part of the era. It's a joke. See, well, yeah, you know what you're right. Actually, you're right. It's coming back. It's coming back. Yeah.
So final thoughts. What are your final thoughts on this? So we can wrap this.
It was ridiculous. Like Cam said, as much as a grown man should be able to handle let me take that out, gender out. A grown person should be able to handle their reaction regardless. Handle it in a more mature way. That's all I say. Defend your wife. I'm all about defending your wife, but handle it in a better way.
I agree. And to add to what Miles is saying, when you're a comedian, Chris Rock, expect to get hit. Maybe not, maybe not on live TV again, but like just know that what goes around comes around. Will, you were wrong for doing what you did. You probably know that you're wrong. That's all I gotta say.
Lastly, I'm gonna say I'm pretty much with all of what y'all got to say. And then my last little motion is everybody just go on with your lives. These are two rich people that are getting involved in something. They ain't paying y'all bill. We got to get to work. Simple as that.
So we gotta clock in. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
we
no
got to
lie,
clock in. These
I
two
gotta clock in. I
millionaires
know.
going up. Yeah, these two millionaires going up and slapping each other on national TV to hand out a golden trophy. You ain't finna be there. You ain't got nothing to do with that. They ain't paying your water or your heat bills. Get to work. Don't worry about that.
They're gonna say that. Why are we talking about it?
Hold up, we got a podcast.
So we can
got
talk
a
about it, but
podcast.
no, after we're done talking about it, just know that I'm gonna go back to my normal life and not even.
I can really say it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Some people it's affected them out.
Yeah,
Some
it's
people,
affected
man, look. I was walking down the street and somebody said to me, it was like, "Oh Lord, I can't go into work." Will Smith and slapped Chris Rock. Oh God, I can't do it. He was fiending, man. He couldn't do it.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, I think we all on the same boat then, right there. We think it was uncalled for, regardless.
It was
Yes, it
awkward.
was.
It was awkward, uncalled for. Like should have been handled differently. Y'all both wrong.
Mm.
And that's
And I agree. That's another thing, real quick. The last comment is like, what if Chris Rock, I don't know if he does this, but if he was going to say a joke like that, and let's say he did know about her condition, Jada, probably should have ran it by them, Jada and Will, before he even said the joke.
but
I
he
would
ain't
have
gonna do that.
No, that ain't how that worked.
That's
I mean,
not how
that's-
Chris
I'm
Rock
just
is great.
Yeah, that ain't
Okay,
how
I'm just thinking. Okay, well, that's
this ain't no playwright. What's wrong with you?
Who knows, man? But that's the tape right there. As you can see, how we all actually. I'm so proud of us. We're all on the same page, actually, on the topic. I'm so proud of us. We actually did a good job.
Yeah.
So that's on that note. So as always, hopefully we can get off this Zoom thing and we give y'all some in-person content. It's coming soon. Me and Brooke will be on the same page to make sure we're all together. So we coming soon with that again. But as always, y'all, this is Coach Check. I'm Miles.
I'm Brooke.
Cam.
We out here.